Well, I guess you've had a bit of time to reflect on Saturday. How's it been today with the players?
Yeah, well, we were in, obviously, yesterday and today. It gives us a good opportunity to watch the game back, which we've been able to do, and look at the areas that we feel that we could improve in and add. Like I said, we had a good start into the game away from home. Had a lot of possession. I think by the end of it, nearly 60% possession for an away game. That's a good amount. Disappointed, probably lacked a little bit of purpose, and wasn't quite positive enough in our build, and probably didn't show enough conviction. Definitely didn't have enough movement ahead of the ball in the first half, and then off the back of conceding, it was a disappointing goal for us to concede. Just was upset with the response really leading into half time, and lost our way a little bit going into half time, and that was definitely our poorest part in the game. Come out second half and I thought we were significantly better. Had a momentum, got a good control, started to play with some rhythm, created some good chances. Carlin had a couple, had a really good header. When the goal was coming, you felt it was coming, and then certainly you're in the ascendancy with the momentum, and to then concede within 90 seconds was tough to take, particularly when you work so hard to get back into the game. And it was a soft goal from us. Central midfielder finding a free header in the middle of our 6-yard box. So. Yeah, we were disappointed with that. We were disappointed with the lead up to the corner. We actually had an opportunity to counter, didn't get the ball turned over, and that led to them getting the corner, and then didn't defend the corner well enough. And then again, off the back of them scoring, we actually responded and had some good patterns. Played the rest of the game in their half, and unfortunately got done on the counter with a goal which I think is offside. But ultimately, it's the third goal, and you're chasing the game, and you have to accept that if you go behind in games and then you chase them, that sometimes that's what's going to happen.
Will you look to make significant changes for tomorrow's game? Then I mean that in terms of personnel or maybe style of play.
Well, I think we have more options available to us, which is a real positive. I think it helped us in the last 3-game week that we had. And I do think that you have to look at the group and try to manage the group accordingly. And you look at form, and you look at fitness, and you try to then look at the partnerships and the relationships, and obviously you consider the opponent that you're playing as well. And the challenge for us is to try to select the right team. We picked a team at Derby and played in the 4-3-3, and we thought it was very, very effective. We were playing against a similar team against Swansea. We would have picked a very similar team to what we did against Derby. Unfortunately, we lost Fraser, which took a dimension out of our game. But we didn't get the same level of performance, and we all have to understand that and try to work out the reasons why. I think everybody, any team that's successful always can find their levels game in, game out, and that's what good players do, and that's what good teams do, and that's what we're striving to be.
Looking at your opponents tomorrow, Bristol City, it was quite a defining result, really, if I'm thinking back to pre-Christmas and how that result affected your team selection going forward. How do you view them as opponents?
I think they're a good team, one of the top teams in the division. They've been in and around the promotion places all season. They have a very good way. They can play in different ways. Lee Johnson is an intelligent, pragmatic manager, and sets his teams up differently depending on the opponent. So we anticipate a tough game. I thought they were light years ahead of us when we played them earlier in the season. That's just me being honest. But we feel that we've made big steps since then. It hasn't always shown in terms of the win, draw, loss column, but we know where we are in terms of the process and the performance, and we know we've made made big steps, and we're looking forward to seeing the fruits of that progress tomorrow night.
Finally, I know it goes without saying, but being at the John Smith Stadium, how big an advantage will that be for you, and how much will you need that support? 400 that travelled over to Swansea City, it goes unwavered, doesn't it?
Well, the supporters that come on Saturday, I thought were excellent, and you know they would have seen a inconsistent performance, but I thought they stayed with us throughout, and their performance since we've been here has been unbelievably consistent, and they've stayed right with the team. And like I said, I genuinely feel for Huddersfield Town supporters. I think it's been a really hard road, and a really tough period for the football club. And the true supporters and the very best supporters always stick with their team. And it doesn't matter how much the team frustrates them and disappoints them. They wake up the next morning and are still as infused and energised to carry on supporting their team. And you know, I really respect that in our supporters. We know what they want. It's clear what they want from their team, and we're working really hard on a daily basis to try to deliver that. And we haven't been able to do that with enough consistency at the moment. And you know, ultimately we take responsibility for that. But know this: we're going to keep fighting and keep working, and we're going to try to find a way of creating a football team and a club that they can be proud of again.
Good luck tomorrow, then. Cheers.